Mr. Griffin is a really harsh teacher. He gives out difficult papers, hard mid-semester exams, and he won't accept late papers at all. His tests are nearly impossible to understand, let alone get a P+ on. He comes into class right as the bell rings every day. He's never sick or never tardy. Jeff Garrett says that Griffin's the sort of guy you'd like to kill. When Jeff's friend Mark Kinney hears him say that, he takes action right away. He tells Jeff that they should kidnap Griffin and make him beg for his life. They plan to bring him somewhere in the mountains and scare him. Mark decided that they couldn't do it alone, so they dragged Jeff's girlfriend, Betsy Klein, into the picture. They will also make the senior class president David Ruggles, and the little creep with the glasses, Susan McConnell, become a part of this plan. David was to ask Susan to go on a picnic with everybody to the mountains by a waterfall. This is where they invited her to become a part of the plan. She says yes to the picnic and the plan, and then they form a better plan. This new plan states that Susan is supposed to ask to have a conference with Mr. Griffin. Then, when she is walking towards the school parking lot, she was supposed to end the conversation and walk away. She was supposed to let Mr. Griffin go to the car by himself. Then Jeff, David, and Mark were supposed to hold him down and blindfold him and tie him up. But Susan walks him to his car, sees Mr. Griffin get in, and sees him try to make one last remark about her song for Ophelia. But he never got the chance. Mark, David, and Jeff tie him up too quickly. What Mr. Griffin had said before the bag came over his head was, "Run." The boys went ahead, so Susan waits for Betsy to get to the school parking lot with Jeff's car so they could go to the place where they had their picnic. Susan was a little shaken up about what Mr. Griffin had said before the boys left, so she didn't go with Betsy. Betsy meets up with the boys at the picnic area, and they go through his wallet, smash his pills, which are very important, and taunt him. It's getting late and everybody has to go home, so they leave Mr. Griffin alone in the woods. Susan hears that they left Mr. Griffin in the woods, and so she makes David take her to see if he is all right. When they get there, they find out that Mr. Griffin had died. The police find out, and everyone has to lie like dogs to save themselves. Only one question remains, though. Who killed Mr. Griffin? Here's the author thing. Lois Duncan was born in the sunny city of Sarasota, Florida. She is the daughter of internationally known magazine photographers Joseph and Louis Diamonds. Duncan had one younger brother named Bill. At age 10, she submitted her first story to a magazine. She made her first sale at age 13 to a magazine called Calling All Girls. In 1962, Duncan moved to Albuquerque, New Mexico, to teach for the journalism department at the University of New Mexico. She has over 300 published articles and short stories that appeared in Ladies' Home Journal, Red Book, McCall's, Good Housekeeping, and Reader's Digest. She was also a contributing editor for Women's Day. Lois Duncan is the author of 48 books. She is best known for her young adult suspense novels. A lot of them have been chosen as the best books for young adults and Junior Literacy Guild selections. She has won the Young Readers Award in 16 states and 3 foreign countries. In 1992, she received the Margaret A. Edwards Award, which was presented by the School Library Journal and the Young Adult Library Services Association. Lois Duncan has written novels for adults as well. The book, Who Killed My Daughter, is the true story of Duncan's search for the truth behind her 18-year-old daughter's murder. Killing Mr. Griffin has been challenged at Senate Elementary School in Milpitas, California, because it contained needlessly foul language and it had no redeeming qualities. It was removed from the 8th grade reading list at Bonsall, California, because it apparently had disgusting violence and profanity. This book has been challenged at the Shenandoah Valley, Pennsylvania junior-senior high school curriculum for violence, strong language, and unflattering references to God. It was also challenged at Bristol Borough, Pennsylvania Middle School because it had violence and strong language. It is also the 25th book on the 100 top banned books of 2000 and 2009. Lois Duncan is almost never informed when a book gets banned or challenged. She learns about it when a reporter contacts her for a comment, but since she doesn't know it's been challenged, she doesn't know how to respond. She doesn't think that her book being banned affects the book sales. Lois Duncan has other banned and challenged books too. The book's Daughter of Eve has been banned and challenged because it had profanity. Don't Look Behind You was also banned for these same reasons. Killing Mr. Griffin should not be banned because I think that the people who read this book are old enough to know that the book is fiction. They would be old enough to know that killing anybody is wrong, and if you do kill someone, you'd be in a whole lot of trouble. People should not be allowed to ban or challenge books
Keep going.
because people should be mature enough to know what they should or should not read. If people could challenge every book that has a bad word, foul language, or unflattering references to God, almost every book would be challenged or banned. I still haven't done.
What?
I haven't pulled the
Wait. What is the other? Stop.
It's the role play.
We'll have